got your on.
All your favorite wrestling shows rolled into one. Welcome to the We Book It podcast. Let's start the show.
Greetings. Welcome to the We Book It Monday Night Raw Dog special edition with AC Slayher and Teddy Lemon Pepper Stepper Long. How are we doing, Teddy, tonight?
We doing good. It's the Raw Dog Monday Night show, and I'm ready to get into it because tonight was actually a pretty good show.
It was a very good show, so I'm happy to discuss it. Welcome to the show if you're here live. Let's get into it. So, how are you feeling about Oba Femi with the Paul Heyman? Not interference, but the
segment where he basically puts fear in Paul Heyman and let him know that I'm not to be pushed around. I love it because when Oba loses, it's gonna set up so much greater things to happen. But it honestly is good because not too many people can have that kind of segment with Paul Heyman and it come out as good as it did.
Well, that's interesting. You think Oba's gonna lose it at some point at this match?
There's more money in a trilogy than a two-part series.
I can't hate it because that's historically how it's gone, and so I'm interested to see how it goes at Clash of Italy. I know that they were saying that he's ready to take on Brock, and Oba's ready to take on Brock. Yeah, sorry, it's been a long 3-day weekend, so I think we'll see how it goes.
There's been a lot of wrestling going on, so.
Yeah, a lot of backyard wrestling, as you like to hate on me.
Don't start that shit tonight. We were talking Raw.
Yep, we're talking Raw, but I'm interested to see how it goes. I think you're probably right that maybe Brock's going to come out on top. Let's get ready for a 3-star, a 3-match, series.
Brock has only had a couple rubber match series with a couple of superstars in the past decade, and that's Roman, John Cena, and Cody Rhodes.
And honestly, it's gonna build up Oba to the next big thing, to the main roster.
Just like it built up Cody as a worthy champion.
I want to see him with the belt, but yeah, I agree. So I agree. Let's get into the next one. Next thing on Raw, we saw Penta versus the young OG. Javon Evans, how are we feeling about that?
It started out kind of slow and then kind of like, as you can tell with some of the little botch moves, like with Javon, he just has to trust his ability when he's in there with certain veterans because Javon moves like a luchador. And what's going on, everybody that's logging in live, Javon moves like a luchador. And with him, like with a Penta or like you throw him in there with a Rey Fenix or like a Rey Mysterio, he just has to trust letting them guide him without doing too extra stuff. Yep. Because if he stays in the pocket, he can be phenomenal. Mm-hmm. But if he tries to do the extra stuff, that's where Javon kind of makes the mistakes and the certain little botches that he doesn't need to make. But it's like, hey, just stay in the pocket and you could be right where you need to be at.
Yep.
But the match overall, like Penta low-key has been putting on some bangers lately, defending their title. Yep. Whether it's been against Ethan Page at Saturday Night Event, Javon Evans, the WrestleMania ladder match, like Penta's been holding his own. I just hope that we get to see the Lucha Brothers at some point in time.
I think they're waiting to reunite them at the right time, but also I never know what Triple H is thinking about.
Maybe like Triple Mania or something like that.
Yeah, maybe something like that. But I also think that, the young OG's doing great stuff. He had a lot of great moves tonight. He's going through the announce table, spine first. He's putting Penta on the ropes. He gave him the OG cutter, and he got a 2 count. But he came back, and his spine is hurting me.
Listen, the way he be taking some bumps, I'm like, I sit there and I wonder, like, is this kid okay? Like, is he really okay?
And he's very young. I think he's barely drinking age. Like, what? He just turned 21?
I think
something
21,
like that.
22.
Something like that. And he took a Mexican destroyer after all of those bumps. But I think there are good things coming for the young.
The last sequence of their match was like the pocket that Javon needed to stay in.
Yep.
They had their reversals, their moves, their like. The only reason that cutter on the apron didn't work was because Penta didn't drop the right way.
Yep.
But other than that, like the reversals, the getting out the Penta driver to the OG cutter stuff, like that sequence was great.
It was a great sequence.
Even into the Mexican destroyer.
Why are you talking about the Canadian destroyer? You thinking about Ethan Page?
No, I'm thinking about Pete Williams.
Oh gosh.
Pete Williams.
Oh. I'm not gonna say. I'm just gonna say. But no, I agree. It was a great match. I think the next thing we'll roll into is the Seth Rollins promo with the Street Profits before the match. I liked it. I think it showed that, when Montez said, like, hey, am I my brother's keeper? It gave me like Wesley Snipes vibes from Jack City, New Jack City.
What you know about New Jack City?
Oh, I love that movie. But when it's like, am I my brother's
that last down before I've been changed.
It's like, am I my brother's keeper? But and then going into the match, I know it came a few sequences later, but I liked it, and I think it's showing like Seth trying to put over new talent. So tell me what you think.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, we already knew that Montez could actually be a singles talent when he did the Elimination Chamber. Definitely. Like we're aware of his talents and everything that he brings to the table. It's just how long are they going to wait for them to get the titles? But with Logan Paul being injured now, it's like I can see it happening sooner rather than later. Mm-hmm. But as far as that match with Seth Rollins, I knew that Montez can keep up, and I knew that he would have a good match. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, he showed me just who he was, what I've known him to be, and then some, just to know that he can always keep up when he's in a match with a world champion.
And honestly, Montez looks bold as hell. And he looks strong. He kicked out from the top rope with Seth.
He kicked out of a pedigree.
Yeah, that's big stuff. So I was happy to see that. He
wasn't squashed.
Well, he buckle bombed, Seth, and that's huge.
No, he got buckle bombed by Seth like 3 times.
Yeah.
And then reversed it. So like, they're letting him showcase. They're letting him do his dives a lot. So when they let you do that, like, they got faith in him.
Yeah.
To do what he does.
And Seth won, but what does that mean for Angelo and Austin Theory? I want to see that, what that's going to happen.
Oh, that's going to be next week. That's going to be a match next week. If Angelo Dawkins can go next week, it's on Monday. But if not, I can see, because Seth wants Braun. That's not going to happen at Clash in Italy.
No.
That'll have to probably happen.
SummerSlam.
Whatever. Yeah, because that's the next pay-per-view, unless you get whatever. What other pay-per-view do we have in June typically?
I think they moved it up to SummerSlam, so you have to live report.
SummerSlam's always like July, August, though.
I don't know. I have to check because they move a lot. I thought they used to do Money in the Bank in June.
But they moved that to September, right?
Yep. So you'll have to live report for us.
Well, I'll be at SummerSlam, but I don't know. There might be another match. I feel like they're going to pull something out the air for June.
We'll see.
You know what? June is Saturday night's main event.
Yeah.
In New York, I think.
So we'll see how that goes. We'll see if they announce any good matches.
They'll probably get a rematch for the Street Profits and the titles in.
If they're going to try to come back at AEW, but I won't talk backyard wrestling today. We'll save that for next week.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, so we'll move on. Let's talk about Bailey and Lyra Valkyria versus Raquel and Roxanne. How do we feel about that?
Well, you haven't learned this method yet, but sometimes with certain people on TV, I typically go to the bathroom, and if it's
You mean women?
no, but it be like if Lyra's on TV or if Becky Lynch is on
Yeah.
TV, there's a great chance my eyes will not be on the screen. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just saying. But I mean, if I'm not mistaken, who got the win? Bailey got the win?
Yeah.
Because Roxanne hit Dom with the belt.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like we're about to get Roxanne breaking free and teaming up with Finn soon.
Yeah.
Because he's the real reason she came in. Jono, what's good, bro? That's Virgil's brother.
But also, Raquel, I think, she's on the up and up. I'm a little indifferent to Bailey and Lyra. Like, honestly, I would like to see Bailey go to backyard wrestling, but I think it was a good showing. But I think Raquel's a powerhouse, and I think she's shown a lot of good movement and improvement for the time she's been here, and I think it speaks volumes for her that Kevin Nash was willing to mentor her, give her some good advice. So we'll see. That's how I feel. I mean,
To be honest, I feel like they missed they kind of missed the mark with Raquel, with her and Liv having that dissension after Royal Rumble.
Yeah, they could have built it up more, and even after Elimination Chamber, it's like I felt like Raquel had such a great showing, and I think it's a big blessing when Big Sexy lets you use Big Sexy as your name.
Exactly.
Yep, and I love that. I love Big Sexy. So, all right, let's go to our next segment on Raw. So, there was a promo with Roman Reigns and Adam Pearce. How do we feel about that? To me, it feels like Roman is ready to give Jacob some of his flowers. I don't think he's going to put him over at Clash. I think it's going to be a three-peat. But I think a tribal combat stipulation is a great thing. So how do we feel about that?
On my way home today, I was thinking, what if they do what the backyard wrestling people did that 1 week of Romania?
The backyard wrestling people, sorry.
Yeah,
it makes me laugh every time.
Like, I feel like what if they did put him over and actually made Roman have to acknowledge him, but somehow, some way, set it up to where that they have to fight again at SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
And then Roman gets it back and it's like he gave him a taste of what it was, but heavy is the head that wears the crown. Yep. If your neck ain't strong enough to hold it, so it could be one of those things where if Jacob does win, his reign of making them do stuff will last all from June, July, going into SummerSlam.
Yep.
And it's like you're leading us down the wrong way. If you're the head of the table, you're supposed to lead us to success, not down. And it's like, I'm going to have to show you why I'm the head of the table, or why I was the head of the table. We don't have to tribal combat again.
Yep. No, I agree with that, because I think they should build it up a little bit more, make it a three-peat. It feels premature for Jacob to win in Clash in Italy, but who knows, with this booking lately.
Well, the interesting thing is that Zilla Fatu dropped his title after his last defense and left it in the ring like Oba did when he left NXT. So he left the House of Glory.
I was going to say, was this House of Glory title?
House of Glory title. He dropped the House of Glory Crown Jewel Championship after the last defense. He won the match, but left the title. So and how interesting that is the week before.
Does he have an offer on the table?
There might be one. You know how sneaky WWE can be.
Yeah, I mean, if he shows up at Clash of Italy, that would be something.
And who will be there to help Jacob, because Only other Jacob doesn't have nobody else in his corner except Royce Keys.
You mean Powerhouse Hobbs?
No, Royce Keys. Backyard shit again.
Nah. But no, I that's interesting because I didn't think about that, and I think Zilla's been trying to aim for a big contract for a while.
To be honest, like Zilla would be fine with just getting a contract for if it's a couple months just with the storyline.
Yep, they love
Cause,
Samoans in WWE.
Cause put Zilla down in NXT, he can easily be the NXT champion.
Yeah, but I feel like he's a little bigger than that, but we'll see.
He could be, but the thing is, you don't want him to get lost in the sauce like the rest of the Samoans when you move him up either.
That's true. That's
like
true.
He would have to be intricate bloodline storyline.
Especially since he went toe to toe with my man Big Hebrew a couple months ago. Mm-hmm. So not gonna.
He went toe to toe with Maxwell too.
Yeah, Big Hebrew. All right, let's talk about what's next for LA Knight. So he had a new promo tonight. He's entering the King of the Ring. He's aiming for Roman once again. We already know how that went the first time. How are you feeling about that? I mean, I feel like he's been denied many times by creative, but the crowd still wants him. I want him.
I feel this will be his chance to get a number one contendership at the world title.
I hope so.
Or any title, because men's division wise, all the real heavy hitters are integrated in different storylines.
Yep.
So he can run the gauntlet and actually win it. Challenge Roman, or see, I wish they did the King of the Ring like the Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Where you can cash in at any time. Because then I can see him getting Roman after like a successful tribal combat at SummerSlam, and then him coming down and his music hits and he hits Roman with a BFT and takes the title.
Yep. And I feel like he has history at Roman. He's tried to do it before. Not sure how it's gonna go, but I want to see him on the main scene again. It's like he was a great United States champion in my eyes. I would love to see him in the scene.
They gave him his own belt. So I figured they would do something else with it when you give him his own belt.
Yep. So don't know where it's going, but I want him to be more visible.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I can agree with you there.
For one time. Let's talk about Seth Rollins versus Montez Ford. They went toe to toe tonight. I think Montez was on fire. He looked strong. What are your thoughts?
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying earlier when we talked about him. Like Montez showed me who Montez always has been. Like,
yep,
he can hang with anybody.
He was,
not my opinion.
Yeah, he was strong as hell. He was kicking out of the top rope. He had Rollins on the ropes, and I know he wasn't going to win it, but I think he should.
He gave Rollins that.
Yep. He gave him that strong showing. He was like, I'm going to show you a reverse, buckle bomb, and I'm going to go off the top rope and show you. And then I think even like the interference with Angelo and Austin Theory, like it gave them credibility. It was a good match for me, and still don't know what it means when they say, when they're talking about what does it mean for us, with Seth and Tez, like versus like the Vision versus the Street Profits. Seth Rollins is always, he's a very untrustworthy, but we'll see where it goes.
He knows this time around he can't fuck up.
Yeah.
He knows, like, if I fuck up, I'm never going to get nothing.
I have no allies.
None whatsoever.
And Yep.
Go ahead.
No, go on, because that's how I feel.
Like, if it wasn't for the Vision turned on him, like, we'd be like, shit.
We'd be bored.
Because I kind of was over that.
Yeah, no, I feel the same way, and I think, they're building up something for Tez. I'd like to see Seth go in there as long as he doesn't injure himself again, for real. So we'll see. Next one, Rusev versus Mysterio with Ethan Page on commentary. Now, the big news is that Rey Mysterio is now the general manager of AAA.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in my eyes, these are two older veterans. That's great. But, how do we feel about this when Rey Mysterio is the general manager of AAA?
I like it. Like I seen somebody post, there was like he came to AAA looking for a chance, and now he's in AAA as the general manager, like giving chances and opportunities. Like, what better way than have somebody that actually knows the company and knows the business and has such a love and respect for the brand.
Yeah, and I think at the same time with the match, he elevated Rusev. I feel like Dragon Lee hasn't been getting as much TV time, so I think it helps him as well because he was jumping in after the match. So, maybe he comes in at AAA. Maybe he does some more stuff. I mean, it's hard to interfere with the Americanos, but I think he would fit in.
And that's another topic that I can't wait to see. So
Yeah. All right, let's get to the Vision. So Austin Theory versus Braun Breaker, potentially. How do we feel about that? Because I think it could be great character development for Theory, but also, Braun Breaker is a monster. So
they're gonna fight each other.
They've been hinting at it with the promos. I don't think it's official, but
With Austin Theory and Braun Breaker.
I think they've been hinting at it with the promos that they.
Well, I thought they were gonna be tag champions together.
Oh, yeah. So it looks like they're going to... Oh, I'm looking at my notes because, I'm taking all these notes after a long night of Monday Night. Austin Theory with Braun Breaker. So I think that could work for both of them.
Yeah, because
it would elevate Theory.
It has to elevate Theory or else it's a bust because his character still is trash.
Yeah, because it's like the only person that liked him was old man Vince.
I liked him with Grayson Waller more than anything. His character was more believable then than it is with the Vision.
And they had fun together. And that's the thing. It's like they had the little promos together, they did the shows together. But I think it's good character development for Austin to keep him in kind of like the scene. I don't know where it's going to go, but, I think since they turned him heel with the Vision, it's helping him. Because otherwise he was just too, I don't know, babyface. So we'll see.
Who's your daddy?
Daddy?
Your daddy's not here to save me now.
Yeah, daddy's gone. Yeah, so I'm interested in that. I don't know, not sure how it's going to work out, but especially since I want to see my boy Baby Steiner on the mid-card scene again. He's a baby. Yes. He's Baby Steiner. We love.
Yeah, because he's good for main event, but he's not the main event yet. You know what I'm saying? And
he's still very young. That's the thing.
That's what he is. So like he needs another, like him with the Intercontinental title. Like if they would have did division then, it would have made way more sense.
Yep.
Because he had a strong Intercontinental run, like a strong Intercontinental run.
He had a very strong one.
But after that, it's like he hasn't held no other title since the Intercontinental title.
Yeah, and I think they were trying to build him up with this whole Vision kind of group with like Seth, and then everybody got injured. He got injured, so we'll see how it goes. I still think he has a long future, so let it cook.
He does. He has a very long future,
and he's gonna be. He shall be a future world champion.
Yeah, when everybody else kind of gets on the train of retiring and not being there, because I mean, shit. When you got backyard wrestling having 56-year-olds win the title and stuff again.
Oh man, you're still bitter about that.
Oh man, yeah, I am, because how I felt.
All elderly wrestling.
Exactly. When I seen that, I cried.
It's true, but okay. So the last one that we can talk about is the Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu contract signing. So they're going to face off again to get against each other at Clash at Italy, and I think it's going to be a 3-peat. But I'm glad for Jacob. I think this is awesome. I think
You're getting the man in the spotlight. Because on SmackDown, he wasn't getting it. Oh, wait, unmute you. Hold on, wait. Did you mute yourself?
Can you hear me?
Nah, I can.
Okay. So I think Jacob is the most talented of the Fatus, and I think he's going to run it back. But I don't think he's going to win in Italy. I think they're going to do a 3-peat. And
How do we feel
about that?
Like I said, it can go one of two ways. It can either go him getting the win or the loss. But like Jacob said in his promo, he's like, it's a win-win for me. Because if I lose, you say I serve you, that means I still got a job. That means I'm still going to eat and my family's still going to be taken care of. But he said, when I beat you, he said, I'm taking everything. And that's why I said it could be one of those situations where if he beats Roman is like, this is why I say you wasn't ready. Because now you got to carry the load of being a champion and the provider of the families. Like, not just your family. Like, you got to make sure everybody's family's straight.
Yeah, not just his 7 kids.
You got to worry about the Usos kids plus baby Uso on the way. You got to worry about Solo and his family and Tama and Tala and everybody else. Like, you got to worry about all the family.
Yep. It's like you said, it's a very heavy crown to bear. But I don't think Jacob's going to win it this time around. I think they're going to make it a 3-peat. I think they're going to at least carry this out until SummerSlam. But
or until Survivor Series.
Or Survivor Series. But
he break off and he wants to do his own thing.
Yeah. But I think it's going to be a good match. And, I mean, you can't make me hate Jacob Fatu. It's not illegal to be a felon. All right. So I'm looking at my notes, and I mean, I think we've covered everything else except the fact that, Roman Reigns' birthday.
And that means we have to do what?
Oh, I hate it.
Tribal chief.
It makes me allergic. Sorry.
Acknowledge the greatest universal heavyweight champion that ever walked this earth.
I'm sorry, but as a hater, Seth Rollins fan, I can't. I just. But he's done great things.
Roman Reigns would acknowledge you.
God bless you.
Roman Reigns.
Oh, God bless you, Roman. We half of us acknowledge you.
More than half. It's okay.
75%.
It's okay, Roman. She can serve you as well.
Yeah, if if you meet my kid and sign some autographs,
we can talk about
she would like that. She would like that. she watched the Roman match.
Hold on.
But my kid's first wrestling match that she actually locked in on was the Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk Hell in a Cell.
Ooh.
And I'm like, this is a good one. I'm like, run the blade, brothers.
Hold on, wait. We had a comment. Somebody was like, "Do we think that
Will Zilla?" I don't know when his contract is up. Do we know?
He's on an indie contract, which means he can do whatever the fuck he wants to.
Yeah,
and like I said, he dropped the title at
I'd like to see that.
He dropped the title, so it's like if he dropped the title, I feel like there's a strong chance that he could do that because we was all wondering the same thing about with Solo when he first came.
Yeah.
And
do you think Zilla's gonna come to WWE?
Of course. He already said it in an interview. He was like, if AEW came with a contract or something like that, it'd be dope. But he's like, if WWE came with that contract, he'd sign it regardless. Just to be, because think about it, to get to do wrestling with your family.
Yeah.
And they all grew up together. They all grew up together. So that traveling the road together to be able to have the the tribal get together lunches and stuff because we all on the same show and we got a day of rest. Hey, come to the house. We gonna do this. We gonna talk to business. We gonna talk to new angles. Like being able to have that and not be separated. Like you can't beat that.
That's everything. I just didn't know if because I remember when he did the MLW match when MJF had the title, the first round, not the first round, but the second round. And he was cutting the promos. He's like, "You're the next big thing." He did the match. So, I would like to see Zilla in WWE. So we'll see.
He'll do better in WWE.
Yeah, because Tony Khan will black him.
He'll bury him just because he's related to Roman. Because think about this: there's no other bloodline members in AEW.
Yep. Unless you count.
They'll go back to the independent circuit before they go to AEW.
Yeah.
Let's be for real here.
Yeah, I agree. Backyard wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think we covered everything tonight. We went everything through Monday Night Raw. Happy birthday to Roman Reigns,
our tribal chief.
Our tribal chief kind of acknowledge you, but I'm
kind of. And you said acknowledge him. He's satisfied.
Yeah, but it hurts.
Thanks you. It's okay.
Chicago, so
it's okay.
We have
he beat up Phil. So it is.
Don't call him by his government name.
Pepsi Phil.
What's it? Pepsi Cola Phil or Coke Man Phil, whatever.
Oh man.
Okay.
Hey, all I gotta say is the Danhausen curse is real.
It is.
The Knicks beat the fuck out of the Cavaliers by 37 points.
I watched that game and I was like, what the hell is going on?
Hey, all I gotta say is if Danhausen shows up on ESPN, somebody in trouble.
He's just messing with it with like the iced envelopes during the draft back in the day. So oh god.
Hey, it's just funny how this works out, but
it'll be fun.
All right, Book It fam. Thank y'all for tuning in. Me, AC Slayher. Until next time, I'm pretty sure Big Daddy C will be back next time. He ain't taking a break, doing what he do. But until then, keep those book and pencils sharp and peace.
Yep. Have a good Monday. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.